I have an overlay UI on the left. It says the CPU usage, GPU usage, RAM usage, and the system name. And it also has some additional details called the usage frequency. The refresh rate is 143. The temperature is around 78-79. It is dynamically changing and we can move this overlay anywhere else, but the network speed is around 6.9 download speed. Yeah, it's working good. So while I click the unlock button, then so we can hover over it, but when I click the lock button, it will bypass each and every app and always stays on top. Hello guys, welcome back to kaise. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to create a sticky overlay UI Python code into a EXE file, as I have shown in my part 4 video. So without further ado, let's get started. Just I have some files and programs. If you are a beginner and you didn't watch the 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, maybe you don't need so, because the title is actually how to convert our Python file into an EXE file after solving many more errors. Okay, so just I have some program with a threading function and three icons. Just we'll have it that way, and we go here and take our actual program path. Here we have the sticky overlay Python file, and here we have two UI files, which is actually Python file, not an UI file, and then the main file here. So I'm gonna close all the files here, then close the VS Code. Then I go on my sticky overlay main file, which is the actual main file. You don't need to rename these two files, you just need to rename the main file. We go and change this into main. We double check this by going into the file. Yeah, it is the actual file which we have renamed into main. So now I go into VS Code and go to my terminal and I type auto py2 EXE. You just need to install it by pip install auto py2 EXE. I'm gonna click enter and you're gonna see that scanning. If you have any antivirus, you just need to turn off the antivirus for some times. Okay, I'm gonna rerun the program now. Go here, auto py2 EXE. This just opened here, and yeah, I'm gonna enlarge this one. Yeah, we have this as a UI file. I have already uploaded a video about how to create EXE file using your Python file, but I am not recommending you to watch that now because we have much more errors here than which I did on my JARVIS project. Now I'm gonna browse and take the main file as the script location, and then I'm gonna create as one file, and I'm gonna click the console based because the window based is actually throwing much more errors. So you just need go to console based. And then I click the icon, then I browse the icon. It is actually inside my IronHome icon. I take this one. If you have any additional files, you can add, but in my case I don't have any additional files. Then I just close this up, and I don't wanna change any advanced and any set. Just I'm gonna click convert py to exe. This actually will overwrite the output file. Okay, just click OK here. And this process might take some few minutes. Yeah, it says the project is complete. Now I click open folder, output folder. Here I have the main file here, and also an archive file, which is we don't need that one. Just we go and double click this one. Here it says some error and it closed automatically. So while parsing what is the actual error, we see that we have this type of error because program is actually not well compiled and the program needs much more problems to be fixed. Like the program may have some bug in order to work as a standalone app. Inside this VS Code from Microsoft actually provides much more simulation environment when compared to a standalone app. So just we need to code some features into this actual UI. So after that, our code will also working as a standalone app. So let's go do that. First thing, like I already told you, the thread is a dangerous package and you need to properly harness its values in order to make your app not a virus. I'm just kidding, guys. So just we need to check if the app is already running or not, or else it may create multiple instances of app and may lead to, which I said, as a virus. So first, you just need to check if the app is already running or not. For that one, I'll go on here top. I'm gonna create a new function called def is already already running. Just we are gonna check if the app is already running or not. So for that one, I'm gonna create a log file. A log file is actually a temporary file that prevents other users from editing a file at the same time. Quite confusing, right? But this will actually work. This will be basic. You don't need to make it as a complex. Just we go on top. I'm gonna create a log file here. Log file is equal to, give a name as app.log. Under this is app already running. We're gonna check if os.path.exists, which nearby our main exe file. We're gonna check if the log file is appearing or not. We go call the log file, return true, else we're gonna create a log file here with open log file comma write, w means write, as f dot write is a locked. This is some basic codings of actual log file, guys. This we go return false because the app is not already running. We go down here inside the if name is equal to main. We gonna check if the app is already running. If is already running, like if it is true, then we are gonna print the app is already running, and we also gonna exit the system. Sys.exit with the 0 of code. Else if the program is not running, it will go and run the app and the UI and the tray icons itself. Secondly, if you see that if the log file actually exists, then it says the program is already running. But whenever we quit the window, like whenever we close the UI file, the log file should be deleted. So for that one, here I'm gonna call the instance of app dot about to quit signal. I'm gonna get the about to quit signal dot connect. This will get the signal if the app is gonna quit by the user end. So I'm gonna call the release lock function here. I'm gonna create the release lock function on the top here. Below this one, def release lock. Here I'm gonna delete the log file. If just we go os.remove the log file, we just need to make an exception here. If the actual log file appears, we need to remove the file, or else it might throw an error and crash your program. So if os.path.exists log file, then we go os.remove log file, else we are not gonna remove the file. And also another safety measure includes changing the app instance of app.set quit on last window closed to false. This is also a safety measure which just makes the about to quit signal work some nice or better. As the name suggests, it just set quit on last window closed as false. Simple as that. Okay, fine. Now we have done 3 safety measures to prevent the thread from multiplying rapidly in order to make your system a victim to a virus. Okay, now the program might work, but before running the program, make sure that this path actually has your png file, otherwise it might throw error. So I'm not gonna run the file now. I'm just gonna convert the file into exe file. Just go terminal and again call autopy.exe. Then I go here, select my actual original file which I have here, main, and I'm gonna make it as one file with a console based icon. As of I have it here, icon, and I don't have any additional files and advanced and setting. Before that, I'm also gonna delete the output file if I have one. So I don't have an output file, but I can specify the output directory not to see users legend bc. I'm just gonna specify it inside the actual file I have. Then I click convert. Then we'll wait for a few minutes. Yeah, the output is actually appeared here. We see that here we have the main file here, and we go double click this one. We have our terminal. Yes, the program is actually working, guys. We go minimize. Here it says CPU usage, GPU usage, RAM usage, and we go here, find our try icon here. Then I right click here, click on details. I might wait for some time for the first initialization. Yeah, we have our settings UI which is updating dynamically. Here you can see that I am moving the app here and there. Also, I'm gonna quit the app now because I'm gonna check if the app is running or not for the second time, because there is no log file, because while I quit the program, the log file was automatically deleted. Here you can see the log file appears when the program is on, and while I quit the program, we go click here exit, the app.log file actually vanishes. That's where you can prevent your app creating multiple instances using the threading package. So finally we have the output of overlay UI. So I'm gonna share the all files in my Patreon post. You can also buy it there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have watched the 5 parts of my tutorial. If you have not watched the 4 parts before I mentioned, please consider watching them. Thank you so much for watching again. Have a great day. Bye bye. I'll see you on my next topic. Tata.